Hey everyone, welcome to the Clydesdale After Dark. We are here and excited. It is 18.1. I just went back in time. It is 21.1. 21.1. And we got the whole crew here with one of the OG Clydesdales, Dex Hopkins. And he is going to give you some tips and tricks on how to attack this workout once we have it announced. He has this trusty whiteboard behind him. And so first of all, we kind of talked off air, but what's your call for tonight, everyone? Kat, you go first.
I'm not sure about tonight, but like I was telling Amy, the dumbbell with an overhead squat and or a squat snatch is happening.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
It's time.
Charlie, what you got?
I want to add to that burpee box jumps.
I definitely think we're seeing burpees tonight. I feel that's happening.
I don't want them.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants them. Yeah, it's the medicine that's coming. I think I got 13-1 just because that's my first open, near and dear to my heart, and I'm strictly basing my guesses off the equipment list, and almost all of the sexy things are out. So I think that's a really good, sexy-ish, good grunt one to start with. Everybody's included. There's a good check mark for everybody. But I think with a single dumbbell on the equipment list for the first portion, definitely think that's like the wild thing that'll get thrown in is a single arm overhead squat, which, it makes sense to me because there's so many divisions now. I mean, not divisions, but yeah. So you can. Yeah, that'll be good.
So 13.1 was my first open workout as well. It lives on YouTube. It's pretty damn ugly, but it's out there somewhere if people are that interested.
I have to find that.
My prediction is, well, first of all, it's got like all the neon, night running shoes,
tall socks,
and the headband.
Yeah, I currently wear those things, so it all comes back around, Scott. That's what it does.
It does.
Yeah. But my guess is 17.1.
Oh, I did that with single arm thrusters the other day, and I would hope it's the regular one because that was at like times 10 worse. Like well, it's still the same number
then, right?
Yeah, snatches. Yeah, that was like my burpees had gotten me really bad in 2016, and then we did not qualify at Maximus. And then that year I just it was hell bent to do well on the burpee workout. And I think the box jump made it just like athletic enough and where they they give you the old paint on the feet, hit the same spot every time.
Yes.
And I really got in like a good song must have came on and my playlist was right for that workout. And my footwork was pretty good. And I think the switching on the way down is just always the way I've done it. And so I think a lot of people switched on the ground first. Yeah. That was like my best burpee workout ever. And so Jason Lyden, the guy who does my programming currently, and will as long as he wants to, programmed it last Friday. And it was single arm. You can switch whenever you wanted to. So I go halfsies. And I was like, okay, we're going to charge it. You can breathe on the burpees. It was so much. I felt so bad Saturday. Knowingly, I knew what I was doing. And I went halves. But, I mean, just like with the snatches, about when you get to 30, that's when you're like, oh, now we're working. And so, it's ugly like that. I thought it would be a little better, too. It is not. And it might be just me.
That was like the first time that I had ever done a dumbbell snatch and a lot of people that had done a dumbbell snatch because we were doing CrossFit with barbells for so long, so that one blew up my back more than anything because I didn't know how to reset myself at the bottom, and I was probably switching at the bottom, so spending a lot of time in that nasty hinge position. I went to redo it on Sunday morning and I could not move the box out of the spot where it was against the wall to try it again. I was like, that's probably not happening.
I killed the snatch. That was like my jam. And then I did the burpee box jump with a knee brace it made it horrible.
Oh, I can't remember if they let you, I know that was the first year they instituted that perpendicular line too.
Yep.
Which I thought was cool. I want to see how nitpicky they get with things like that this year, as far as, especially the first 3 weeks. I think there's going to be some tricky stuff where there's 2 workouts maybe in 1 week. Mm-hmm. But, I think everybody wants to know how they're going to do the handstand push-up, what the new single-arm dumbbell stuff will be, which I'm a huge fan of. I mean, I think that's unilateral stuff is something that should be made sexy in CrossFit, especially accessory-wise, which I think the year they had that at regionals, man, you know, who stretches and takes care of their T-spine that year.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's it'll be interesting to see what that unfolds for the single dumbbell stuff, because there's a big bag you can go into with that. And then with Carrie and Christy being the two athletes doing it, it's literally narrows down nothing, because Christy is a
Right.
long game machine, moves well across the board, very strong, carries the same way. So, you know, I have no guess at to it. Usually you can kind of guess like movement wise, but I have nothing.
So what
What
was
they do.
17.2? What they did the first time? It was toes to
say-
bar, right?
Double
And-
unders and
Clean ladder.
Yep. It was 25 toes to bar, 50 double unders, and then ascending
yeah.
weight cleans. It went 135, 85, 225, 75, 315. And I think it was,
And they repeated,
Right.
and they repeated that one too.
They did
in-
it was dumbbell lunges, overhead lunges.
I might be wrong. I've been wrong before.
It was definitely toes to. Was it?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
thought
know.
it was
I'm not-
toes to bar.
All right, let's
It's
look.
toes
Hold
to
on.
bar and overhead dumbbell lunges.
So who do you got
Going-
between Christy and Carrie?
Yeah. So maybe
Oh.
it's going to be a repeat of that.
Well, they're not gonna do lunges this year. Like the needing space to move is gonna be for the second stage.
Okay.
So there won't
Yep.
be anything like that.
Did you notice they took it out to 30 feet too?
Mhm.
That's 2-3 more steps that
Yep.
are like the worst steps in anything. So, all right, let's see. What do we say? 17.2?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fact check us here. 17.2 was, and the winner is 50-foot lunge, toes to bar, power clean. We're all right.
Okay.
We're all right. Everybody wins. You get a car. You get a car. Yeah. It was 2 rounds, lunge, toes to bar, 8 cleans, then 2 rounds, lunge, bar, muscle up, power clean. That was a horrible workout.
There we go. Okay.
That would be a good one for them to do together, but I don't see, I mean, like you said, the length is not in the equipment list. And I mean, I know everything is subject to change. Like there's nobody handcuffing them to the list they put out, you know, and there could be a curveball. That doc, I'm sure, is easy to edit on the website. So,
Yeah.
but I don't see them repeating that one here. I mean, I don't know. It is very hard with those two, because Christy is very well rounded, and I, you know, might not have said that about Carrie until that last event of the games, and that was insane.
Beast.
Yeah.
I said out loud to more than one person, like, "Oh, she's gonna explode the way she came out on the first run." I was like, "She is not a runner, but
Yeah.
she is a handstand push-up pistol pull-upper," and
Yes.
so she is that.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something on the rig tonight.
I
too.
would like that. I like the old gymnastics.
And I'm very curious to see how everything's going to pan out with the different divisions and things. Like as an affiliate owner, trying to figure out, trying to plan my day tomorrow.
Yep.
I got to print out score sheets and figure out who's doing what and what version and how we can scale and all that. So I'm curious to see how that, when you go back and look at the website and pull up the score sheets and see all the scaling options and see how that goes.
Here's an affiliate owner question before they're doing the hike video thing. I think we're pretty good. So and I've asked this to a ton of people. Do you let people pick the division, or if they don't ask you, do you prescribe?
Yeah, well, this year will be my first year with the Open as an affiliate owner, and I have all of 7 athletes.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very collaborative this year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. It's you get super mixed reviews, like, oh, I'll let them pick and push themselves, and I think it breaks my heart. They just kicked it to row, so it might
Okay.
be.
All
I'm not
right.
kicking
Yep.
to Dave yet.
Let's kick it up.
Fit aid. For aid, best one. Don't at me. Rose hair. Good hair.
Self-improvement and that of those around us that we pursue on a
Scott, is it trippy on your end? Because it's trippy on my end.
Yeah, it's starting to pause on my end.
I got a good clean view right now.
Yeah.
There are beers being drank. We're at CrossFit Tupelo in Tupelo, Mississippi. And the mood is tense.
And lucky for you, we have 2 of the fittest athletes on planet Earth.
Okay.
What it can and
Got it.
should look like. We've got Christy O'Connell and Carrie Pierce here with us.
There we go.
Being here first of all, but I got to say, Christy, I was peeping on your Instagram, and you said after 17.2, you told yourself, I will never do this again. But here you are, man. Who drug you in?
My husband? No, I'm kidding. I just told myself I'd say yes more. So I'm super pumped to be here. I'm
Pat
excited.
definitely talked her into this.
Yep.
And let's talk about that, Carrie. You got to admit there's some gravity to the situation. They're not here in person, but the worldwide audience is watching. What does it mean to you to be here as we turn a new page and we start a new chapter?
It just means so much, especially this is the first live
Oh.
event since 2018. So I'm honored to be a part of it, especially with Christy.
Yeah, we're honored to have you here as well. And you guys look like maybe you're itching to actually get working out. Are you ready to go? Okay, well then let's do this, my friends. To
Oh,
make
here
it
we go.
Here is
Yep.
the of 21.1.
Still gives me butterflies.
1.1 is
Oh
going
no.
to feature 2 movements. The first has been in every open since its inception. It's a movement we all love to hate. Double under.
Oh, double unders.
The second
That's what I picked.
has never been in an open or any of our other competitions.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, I gleefully give you
Interesting. Wow.
Wall walk.
I knew it. I knew it.
I did not even think about that.
I did. I totally thought.
1.1 is 1 wall walk, 10 double unders. 3 wall walks, 30 double unders. 6 wall walk, 60 double unders. 9 wall walks, 90 double unders. 15 wall walk, 150 double unders. Finally, 21 wall walk, 210 double unders.
Oh, okay.
21.1 is for time. 21.1 has a 15-minute time cap.
Oh man.
Open and welcome to the prone pain that is 20.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's disgusting.
Those wall walks will take forever.
I
Yeah.
hate
Definitely a
wall
little
walks.
guy workout.
I'm interested to see what the standard will be for that. I mean,
Yep.
double under is super straightforward. The tape on the ground, I'm going to go and look. They haven't posted it yet, but yeah, that is very interesting. I mean, I like it. The standard's going to be really weird, and that is going to be a lot of, that's going to be a wild time. Good luck to you, Kat. Good luck to you.
Right? With the tape. I'm guessing that they're probably going to have you lie down with your feet up against the wall in like a push-up position,
Mhm.
maybe, and have you like tape underneath, or they'll be like, yeah, I don't know. They have to do it like that because if you have
So
a
if you saw
long
the-
body,
If you saw the video,
Yeah.
there were 2 pieces of tape.
yeah.
So I'm guessing your hands have to start behind the far piece of tape.
Have
Yep.
to touch the,
Get
yep.
behind the second piece of tape and then back out.
Oh, I
It's
can
still
hear it.
not posted it.
That is going to be interesting.
I'm still not used to the new logo on the game site. I feel like I'm about to get hacked and all my information stolen when I look at it.
Yeah.
So I'm just not.
Yeah,
Come on, guys.
Well, I said wall
Those
sits,
movements.
so
Ooh, why would you?
Did,
Man,
did I say it on another time when we were talking that could be wall walks? I definitely told somebody that.
I don't know. I don't think on the show, but I mean,
Okay.
they're brutal.
They
Looks
are.
like you just have to touch that second line.
good Lord.
I had to do that at a competition at Christie's place.
You did.
That's a lot of wall walks, friends.
I still
Let's
have
see.
Lateral jumps for scale.
Oh,
55 wall walks.
I mean, that's a lot. I've done a workout where it was wall walks, reverse burpees, and maybe something silly to crush your legs. And I mean, it was Kepler maybe or something like that. It was reverse burpees and wall walks, but you basically were like doing fake gymnastics. And I've never felt so like wad drunk in my life. That's gonna get nasty. What was it? 1 and 15?
1 and 10,
Oh, 10. Okay, we're
Yep.
flying.
3 and 30,
3:30.
6 and 60, 9, 90,
Good God.
15, 150, and
Hard
21, 210.
That
15-minute
is-
time cap.
This is disgusting.
Now,
Oh man.
there wasn't a 12 in there. Do you think he missed that? Or do you think there should be a 12 and an 18?
That should for my OCD in my brain, but I
Right.
doubt he missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I doubt he missed it.
1, 3, 6, 9, 15, 21. 15-minute time cap. Thank goodness.
Yeah, that means AMRAP.
Yeah. Means
and
everybody's working for 15 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I
Yeah,
mean, you gotta think. I don't know. To me, it's, double unders, you can or you can't. I mean, maybe you develop some kind of magic rhythm to that, between tonight and tomorrow, if you, take your vitamins and say your prayers like Hulk Hogan. But I don't see, there's a very limited amount of speed you can do here and be safe, right? So it's going to be a big core engagement, smooth stroke, being efficient, breathing through that movement, making sure you hit that standard, whatever it's going to be. And then I think it's going to be a big transition thing. You got to get the rope done fast. You got to get back to the wall because that's obviously where all your time is going to be spent. And if you make it down to 15 to 21, God bless you, because that is going to be a time. This is definitely a wall walk workout. Warm-up wise, I would say you definitely get those shoulders going, get your upper back, T-spine going. Definitely get some core all around, front, obliques, all of the things going. You're doing a lot of hollow holds, we're doing dead bugs, whatever it is you guys do for your warm-up. I'm trying to get everything engaged so there are no surprises and there are no leaks in the ship. All right, so, I'm definitely pressing into the wall. This is going to be the weirdest thing ever to coach. It is going to be a time. Yeah. So I would say consistent pace, consistent breathing, get away from the rope as fast as you can and try to get back to the wall because obviously there's only so many gears you're going to have for wall walks. And bless you short people because it's, again, going to be your time. So, yeah. 15 minutes is a long time, so you can get a big chunk done.
What do you think, Dex, too, about, like, usually I coach people to, you want to take that first leg up on the wall. You want to try to reach as high as you can, but maybe not so much in these later rounds when you're doing a whole mess of them at once.
I'd connect that to kind of your lunge step, right? You could take a bigger step, but you're going to pay taxes on it down the road. Right. You want to pick the size of step that you can recreate a lot because there's going to be probably a lot more reps than you've ever done. If anyone, there's going to be a lot of people that have never done this. And it's very simple. There's a pretty big demand, especially on like shoulder strength and stuff like that. I've used these to scale handstand walks and things like that to warm up for handstand walks. But there's gonna be a lot of people that haven't done these. And I would say as you're warming your athletes up, make sure that you give them that kind of feedback. Hey, we don't want to overreach. I don't want to overreach any further than I can be under control. Because that's what's going to kind of be the name of this game. If I'm under control, I'm good. Missteps on this could lead to, you got to restart the rep. Or, I take too big a step, I'm out of control, and I don't mean to come down, but I take the tumble. So right side is you're not that high off the ground, so it'll be all right. Hopefully pads will be in full effect for this one. But yeah, this is probably the most interesting thing I've ever seen him put in. I was very surprised pistols were in it last year. This is way more surprising that this is in the open. So yeah, this is awesome. Progression is cool and new things are fun.
What kind of coaching would you give to people on the double unders about as far as like what cue would you give for them to like relax so that they're not tense and stressing their shoulders?
The way I teach double unders to people is I tell you to keep your hands in your pockets, right? So that's where hide your lunch money is my cue. So my elbows are back, I'm in the middle of my circle, and that usually gets people to just flip the hands like we want to, right? And I'm not over here doing the chicken wing circle. So I'd say on that, you hide your lunch money, and we're really focused on breathing. You don't have to count. Your judge will hopefully count out loud and count correctly. That's like the most miscounted thing in open history is double unders. So I get a guy or lady or person to count out loud for me. Hide your lunch money, breathe, listen to them count, and you focus on your breath. And that's going to get you moving through those fast and get you back to the wall.
Before this was announced, I would have picked Christy to win. Carrie's going to crush this.
Yeah. That's on her like power boulder shoulder program you can available online for monthly subscription, I'm sure. Like,
right.
And you can look at her in the interview. I may
or may not have paid for that already.
I see. It's she's got the Ab Ripper X update and the boulder shoulder routine. I've done one of them. They are legit brutal.
I've done a day one for like 15 times.
We just run the day one back.
Run it back.
What do you think a leading score will be in this one? I mean, I think people will finish it for sure. What time? Somebody shoot a shot for the winning time.
Sub 8.
Sub 8?
I would say 9:30.
Yeah, I was thinking more in the 10 range, and Carrie will probably post a time to beat.
She will be the litmus for this one for sure. She, size wise matches up. That really gets with her background and kind of her strength. So, I mean, I think you'll be able to see kind of what the actual, hey, you can go this fast, and that's probably it, unless you know, my thing is also seeing like not loopholes, but the kind of crafty stuff people are able to do in these things. There's not a lot of transition for you to build, right? You can't put your dumbbells under the pull-up bar or sit your rower right under the ball or whatever. So there's not a lot of, you know, churching this one up. So I'm going to be interested to see if there's any crafty moves.
I
wonder
think
if
the
they're going
fun
to say
part is going to be the descent.
yes.
For the elite athlete is how quick they come down.
Got to be controlled.
Is that what it says? It's still
Well,
not loaded for me.
I'm just saying it
Oh, here we
usually
go.
does.
Here we go. Here's the standards. Movement standards. Who's doing it this year? Is it China again? Can't tell who that is. Come on. Movement standards not loaded yet.
All right.
Just the workout. So I did. I mean, you have to. It looks like you have to start on one line. Your hands have to touch the other one. Man, this is gonna be wild. Like, and my brain. I'm in coach mode in my brain right now, thinking of how, you know, I'm screening people in the warm up to see if, you know, if you can't control one, how this is gonna go. I need them to load the movement standard, or maybe I need the internet to work. It might be me.
Here, I pulled up the score sheet. We can talk a little bit about some of the other options. So the foundations workout is bear crawls and jumping jacks.
Oh, I like that.
I like that.
Underrated.
I'm not sure how you count a bear crawl, but it's like 1 bear crawl, 3 bear crawls.
Right, over a line.
It's maybe it's
interesting. I know in so the gymnastics course with Chuck Bennington, I took that, and they had you do. It was a length there and back, and it was basically a PVC pipe. So I could see them doing like I mean, that's a distance, right? It's not the 30-foot lunge or handstand walk that tape is. So maybe you could take that away from the wall, and you got to maybe start behind the line, go through like a handstand walk. So but jumping jacks, bear crawls is a great scale. I love that, especially like, you know, I use that for handstand walks. That's a great scale, which they never come out with bad ones. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you do have to go. So crossing the 5-foot section one time equals 1 rep of bear crawl. So it's a 5-foot section.
Yeah, cool.
There we go. Not too bad. It says place your hands and feet. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, so it's willy nilly. Do whatever you want. Basically, hands and feet have to move. 5-foot marker with both hands and feet before returning. So it's not like the handstand walk standard. You have to get your feet across as well.
Okay.
So that's nice. So I was like, good lucky guess. They're going to take the same tape, bring it away from the wall, and now that's your distance. Hands and feet have to cross the line. That's 1 rep. So that'll kind of line up. That's going to be great, man. That's going to keep a lot of people safe and make it really fun for foundation people. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and it looks like the scaled workout is single unders and a scaled wall walk. So I'm guessing that scaled wall walk might be a different tape line to get to in the upright.
Half the distance, maybe. Let's look at.
Yeah, I can't see for now what that looks like, but that's the scaled version.
So there's the RX version. Scaled athletes, wall to shoulder. The inside edge of the tape is in line with the shoulder. Okay, where do they have to go? So they just have to cross the line, it looks like. Every rep begins and ends with the athlete laying down on the chest. The athlete start to finish for each rep. Both hands must be in front of the tape line, no part of the hand, blah, blah, blah. Both hands must remain in front of. So their feet just have to go up and down. So it looks like hands stay behind the tape, and you kind of get that first step in, and that's your up and down.
Okay.
That's, man, the progression is going to be so good this year. I'm very excited about that. And you're going to be able to see there's not a lot of gray area for like, well, what do we scale with this? If from just the bottom up, bottom's a bad word, from foundations up. I'm super excited to see them build that and it be their word. And that's, you know, kind of the CrossFit gospel of it. So I'm really excited for that. That's a great build. Bear crawl to that. And then up to the RX is going to be the full wall walk. I think that's awesome.
So it doesn't say anything about being controlled, huh? You just crash down and get back up.
Bomb. You got to fall down into the worm. That's what it is.
Listen, I'm going to be blacked out anyway. So what's the difference?
Charlie, yeah, you're going to go out real hot.
I don't even know if you can. Like, I'm tall, so I'm 6'2", so I don't. It's a few steps for me. The descent is definitely going to be the work. I just don't. It's not a fast movement, right? Double unders,
Right,
cool.
that's
So
not. Yeah.
fast double unders, and can you hold on to it? But like, yeah, it's, man. Here we go.
Well, just so you know, Dex, Charlie is our Travis Williams.
Oh, look, Travis and I have lived that life together. The old crash and burn. He was just way better at it than I was. So they took one step off the wall and went back to the bottom of the push-up, it looked like.
Okay.
Are they going
Fast
now?
double unders. Yep, they're going now. All right, starts in the push-up. She took one. So Carrie went feet up as high as she could and then just slid them up. There's no more steps.
It's over already.
I believe it. She's about a half a rep ahead of Christy already.
They've got that nice smooth plexiglass too. I've got like a wooden wall with creases and seams and screws and.
Oh, look at that. They just back right up.
Yep.
I might have to do day 2 if this keeps up.
Well, honestly, so I mean, I kind of feel like I was right about the speed, and I feel like she's going to be the peak expression of that speed on the wall walk. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be transitions and you being consistent in that, and one of those things where you just have to keep moving. You know, there's going to be no standing around. You have to go right to the rope, right back to the wall, and just moving. And hopefully it's not the whole 15 minutes. I'm very interested to see how, because she's basically getting her feet up as high as she can and doing like the reverse wall or handstand wall. It doesn't look like she's going that. Yeah, she's going a little higher.
So it definitely ends with your chest on the ground in that push-up position.
Yes,
Yeah, it looks like
so
your hands just have to be on the tape.
it looks like you start behind it, right? Like we talked about measuring, it'll be whatever the chest touches, you know, willy-nilly, however you want to get close to the other piece of tape. When you come back down, your chest has to be down and hands across the line. Is what I'm seeing. This is gonna get yo. She and like I don't know. Your shirt's gonna feel a little tighter after this one. It'll be Boulder Shoulder City for sure.
It's like you might just have to touch the line.
Oh, did she not drop all the way down on that one?
Yeah, she just had to touch the line.
It gets to a big set of double unders really fast too. So I'm going to be interested to see how many people, because it's going to be some emotional management in that, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm not losing my mind and throwing my rope or biting it in half, whatever it is people do when they miss double unders. So, and man, your shoulder's going to be blasted. So if you're not good at relaxing them, it's going to be just seize up city. Like it may be.
Why do you think I was asking? I was asking for myself.
Well, there's a video on YouTube of me in a very, very thick country accent explaining that to a group of people. Okay, hand does have to touch the line. Scott's right. So she slowed her pace a tiny, tiny bit.
But you're right. She's going as high as she can and just handstand walking.
Well, and so she's going with the old worm down, right? I mean, I think when, you know, ideally when you do like the burpee, you want to take the chest down first and kind of ride that bounce if you can to get your hips up fast. And that's kind of what she's doing. But I think that's going to be kind of the pacemaker, right? Like that's going to be the gear is how fast can you keep getting your chest off the floor? Because it's going to be real tempting to take that nap down there when you get in there.
What reps are they on? Are they on?
I have no idea.
Christy is on 113.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm sorry. I meant like, are they on set of 9s for
Yeah.
the? Okay, I'm just looking at our time. That's why it's 3:19.
With the athlete lying chest down, chest and thighs touching the ground, legs fully extended, feet together, touching the wall. Mark a tape line at the top of the athlete's shoulders. The edge of the tape that is closest to the wall must be in line with the shoulders. First line should start, finish line repetition. So the second line is 10 inches away from the wall.
Okay. 10 inches away from the wall, and then the other one at the top of the shoulders when they're lying down with their feet in contact. That's good.
That's not crazy. I mean, I don't.
That works
like
for everybody.
Yeah, I think that works for everybody. You know, tall athletes will be able to take bigger chunks. So I think that's pretty even. There's no kind of real big anatomical advantage. I think, you know, obviously being a heavier athlete, I think this one's going to be rough. So, you know, if I was trying to get to next stages or, you know, be the fittest guy in the box, it's definitely going to be some load management and making sure I'm being as efficient as I can, because you are holding the load the whole time. And it looks like no matter what division you were in. So
Now it looks like Carrie is doing like a hand release push-up at the bottom. Like she's very careful to lift her hands up. At least she was. I wonder if that's part of the standard or not, because I don't think Christy's doing that.
it does not say. It says you have to touch. But I wouldn't. I mean, that scap retraction at the bottom of every rep is unnecessary. That's kind of just like an extra bicep curl, I'd feel like.
Right.
Did Christy pass her here? No, never mind. Wow.
The other way around.
Kidding. Man.
Yeah,
she's not changed.
This.
So that's what it looks like changing to me is the descent speed, right? She's pretty much same speed on the way down or the way up. Yeah, that's a crash. Okay. You're gonna have sore big toe Saturday, folks, or whenever you do this. Friday Night Lights.
Yep.
Yeah, and knees, possibly just the whole waist down. You're going to be roughed up. What a time for knee sleeves to make a comeback in things that aren't a squat.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, you can wear the steel toes, Scott. You got steel toes at home? That's a wall walk necessity.
I do not.
I don't either, and I'm in the land where you should.
Guys, is she on 15s already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
She
is
just put her
impressive.
hands out. This is not good. That's not
I'm
good.
just getting tired.
Yeah, bro, but she has been, as much as you could sprint this one, she has sprinted for 5,
Right.
6 minutes now. And that, I mean, you got to think like the air squats on Murph, that kind of lactic acid, and like, I mean, that is so much worse than your shoulders, right? My shoulders burn up way faster than my legs. So this is going to be.
I'm
Man,
saying if she's beat up like that, ooh.
And the worst part is like a Friday night like tradition, chugging beers after the workout is going to be so much harder after this.
You got to drink with a straw.
You have to drink light beer.
A paper straw, save the turtle.
Hey, it's a-
But see, she's smooth here. It looks like she's breathing
We
well.
were CrossFitters. We should drink White Claw now.
Who?
I'm just saying, us. We should probably just keep it light.
That Snoop Dogg gift? Who? No. My wife loves the Trulies. It's the Truly lemonade one.
Trulies are better. I agree.
She'll be
She's
upset.
right.
She'll be upset I said that.
Okay.
I'm going to be interested to see like grown men over 200 pounds do this, including myself. This is going to get real. Tracy, you're in my heat. The guy that owns the gym is 6'4", about 250. Hefty man. He is a true Clydesdale. He's a fire
like
chief
the Rock.
He's close. Like a large, really white rock. Yes.
Oh my gosh, look how jacked Carrie is right now.
Dog. She looked like that talking to Ro. Come on.
I'm telling you, that's why I might have to do day 2 once.
Man, this is gonna be rough. Is this anybody's bag? Does anybody love wall walks? I never do these unless I'm coaching handstand walks to someone. It's kind of like how I trick one in someone.
Yeah.
But at least I'm not scared about this one. I mean, I know I'll get scared once I get started, but
Yeah.
I feel like I can do it.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think I've never done more than like 3 in a workout at a time. You know, like it's always been really low numbers. I've never done any high numbers of these in a row.
I think I've done workouts with 20.
Really?
I thought I was gonna die.
Who did that to you?
Right?
Well, I didn't have handstand push-ups. So
Fall
that
jam.
was my
Fall jam.
It's so much worse than handstand push-ups to me. Like there's a lot
Yeah,
of travel.
totally
There's a lot of
agree.
travel there, and I feel like
I'd rather do
that's a completely different like plane of
deficit strict handstand push-ups and wall walks.
No, time out now. We're going crazy.
I would.
Is she hand releasing on purpose?
That's what I was asking. I don't know.
I'm thinking she's probably thinking I don't feel like that is a good relaxed position like what Christy's doing now. She's also 100 reps behind right now, but 150, excuse me. But what Christy's doing, hands down by the side or hands out, kind of the old
rest.
bacon sizzle position. Yeah. But I don't think adding a contraction, especially on the backside of your shoulder in this one is a good idea. But Carrie Pierce is the outlier here.
Right. You're
But
right.
I think
I forgot about that local comp that had wall walks. And my partner was like 140 pounds and he made me do the wall walks.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
It is one of my favorite pictures though of working out. Seeing this big ass body get up into that inverted position.
You better have it up in the office. You got all those cool pictures in the office and none of yourself?
No.
Man, look, if you can't celebrate you, who can, Scott? Okay.
That's what I'm talking about, Dex.
That needs to be Positivity Day 76, whatever it is you post on the stories. That needs to be one. I want a poster, I want a Scott poster doing that damn wall walk.
There you go.
For you
Or
tomorrow.
send it to me.
For you tomorrow, Day of
Or send it-
Positivity will be my wall walk.
Yeah, or send it to me. I'll put it in the meat locker.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'll hang it up. I need more banners and inspiration. I'm not whittled down. I got a Chesty banner. I got a I'm Your Huckleberry banner, which is a good
Nice.
one. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Very underrated.
I get one really cool vein right about here when I work out or when I like blow dry my hair or something else. You know? So I'm gonna have big old vein happening tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Yeah, man. I get that when I carry my kid, but I can't get it in the gym. It's weird.
That was a no rep.
Here you go.
That's
I
it.
don't know. I
See,
can't see
there's going to be
myself.
big. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, you got to print that, boy. And you do got look. If I know anything, it's those tall socks are in your brain when you start CrossFit. Boy. I tell you what. I'll tell you, my first pair was a Superman pair that had capes on them. Wore them at my first competition. Yeah, and I looked like a goober. I had my head was shaved. I had a neon thing. Don't know who that
So
is.
much for sub 8, huh? Guess I was a little.
Yeah.
Well, this just goes to show me that nobody really in any of our gyms are probably going to be getting it under the time cap.
No one's finishing it
How
yet.
dare you? How dare
Right
you?
side, logistically, this is not going to be a rough one. So not a lot of setup tomorrow. So
Correct.
easy day for affiliate owners. I will say, man, you're going to have to, there's going to be like some emotional counseling on the front end of this. Look, guys, you're going to kick double unders. It's going to happen. We're going to have to emotionally counsel people. You're going to really get to flex your range as a coach here. See, look, that nap, she's going to take it. This is rough.
Yeah. If Christy is doing that, we ain't making it.
Heck no.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what the rep range is for this. But like, yeah, this is going to be rough.
I'd like to get into the 15s. That's my goal.
But prime photo op workout. Okay, if you've cut the sleeves off, make sure the cameras are ready afterwards. All right, get your new Instagram avatar picture, your profile picture. This is not story material. This is post or new profile picture.
All right.
Jacked, you're going to be after this one.
We don't want it to disappear if it's on the story. So that's why we definitely.
Post.
Yep, definitely a post.
Her arms are jacked up.
I think they're bigger than yours, Charlie.
I'm not doubting that.
Those things, those things are crafted. I see, man. I want the bricks. I just don't. I can't. It's not my bag.
I'm going to tell you. You want to know why you don't have them?
I hate vegetables. I know exactly why.
It's your candy situation.
Yeah, I ate some before I came here. And you can guess what it is. It is Easter.
Easter egg, Reese's
right.
cup. Yeah.
Not the white ones. They put white ones out. Yeah, we're doing too much.
Keep it
White
simple.
chocolate garbage.
White chocolate is gross. I don't know why. It's gross.
I'm betting Carrie didn't have an Easter egg before this workout.
I bet she ain't had an Easter egg her whole life. She was a college gymnast, and like that means she was an elite level gymnast and did not go to the Olympics, right? So then you get to, well, I say wash to the college. They are still incredible athletes. I used to kind of poach these people in Kentucky.
Christy's not going to finish this.
No. What did she get? Wow. All right, dog. 15-minute AMRAP, Scott.
13:04.
15-minute AMRAP for everybody.
Yep.
Because that, I mean, watching her go, and I mean, two of the fittest, especially at this capacity with especially the shoulder overhead stuff, which I guess is comparable to this. She was going to be the litmus test for speed. And I want to say she was wide open for 6 minutes on the wall, right? You get, I mean, double unders are a wash. You're good at them or you're not, but that speed on the wall didn't change till, at least 6 minutes. It changed a little. And so, I mean, it's going to be, I'm sure there's going to be some caveat for people like the crafty stuff I was talking about, but I'm going to be very interested to see what the speed people was able to maintain and if there are any crafty tricks. I'm going to be hunting these videos on YouTube tomorrow, hoping somebody did it tonight.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, that was great.
All right.
And she's still going.
We gonna watch the last minute of Christy?
She's gonna take a nap. Hold it up. So her fingertips are touching, and they're so it is just touching.
I think it's just you got to have a part of your hand on the tape.
Seems like that.
Carrie's like, I'm going to go over here and do some abs real quick while you finish up, Christy.
Well, look at least. Oh, don't do them. I love the community aspect of the cheering people, but man, if I'm Christy, get away from me.
Right? Yeah. You don't want that.
Yes.
Don't speak to me. Talk to me after. Hey, you were doing great. It was really slow versus me, but you're okay. Which neither one of them are going slow. Not a knock to Christy for sure.
Do it again. It's fine.
You about to go now? Oh, my man Courtney's about to go now and do it. So I'm gonna.
Oh yeah.
Back. Yeah. Look, anybody that ever has a choice to not do it right now, because you know what I do at 7:30 at night? Make snacks before bed.
Mm-hmm.
My kid's been asleep for 30 minutes. It is time for me to unwind.
If I hadn't just down this pint of ice cream, I would have done it.
Finish.
At
Right
plus
now.
138 for one of the fitter females in the field in general. That is That was a tailor-made Carrie Pierce workout for sure, but I would not have expected her to get cap plus 138. So that is man, that is wild. And what's weird is I wonder if you're going to see the redos this year because of the way the season's set up this year. You don't have to, right? I mean, the number's so big for you to get in, and they're going to reset Did they say that? I have to reread the details.
Mhm.
Man, I don't see anybody. It's not going to be hard, especially for that caliber of athlete. I think it's something you should shoot for if you think you're bubble, but 10% is a big number, especially for those people. I don't see them. There's not going to be a lot of redo, and training will probably carry on as usual through the 3 weeks.
So Christy made it to the final set of double unders.
Okay.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
had to do 210 of them.
That's a lot. And like you're probably going to be on a time crunch to where you have to make I got it in the tank, bear down, and do it unbroken set.
Mhm.
But man, you're going to be so jacked. Like I can't imagine what their shoulders feel right now. Can you imagine trying to brush your hair after this?
No.
Not happening. Not happening.
Yeah.
If you have
So
to
I
poop
don't-
after this workout, you're going to have trouble.
Getting that arm back there. I get it.
That's right. And that's like my key thing to people in CrossFit. I'm like, hey man, you should do some mobility. Why? You have to wipe your butt your whole life.
What do I say? Is that my barometer for back
Is that
health?
your thing too?
That is my barometer for how my back's feeling. If I can wipe my own rear end,
Yeah,
good to
you're
go.
good. Yeah.
That might
What
actually
I
make
can't
me
do it all the
mobility.
time.
what that T-spine do? Yeah.
Yep.
So you're
Right,
saying
well.
mobility is key. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, if you want to do stuff,
Yeah, I guess.
sometimes, just sometimes, once,
Well,
twice a week, maybe.
so just to recap real quick, and then we'll wrap this thing up, is make sure that you are working that T-spine, working the abs, working the core, engaging that before you start this workout. Definitely some shoulder flexibility before you get going. And then the work is going to be the wall walks, and just stay relaxed, kind of breathe on the double unders, right?
Absolutely. I think the shoulder, backside of your shoulder for sure, because you're getting a lot of anterior stuff in this. But I think being able to stabilize and having everything active and ready to go, and there'd be no surprises shoulder girdle wise on this workout is going to be a big deal, especially on a safety tip. So I think that's going to be a big deal is your shoulder warm up, and definitely getting your heart rate up because it's going to be jacked. I mean, you got to think these are two movements where the breathing is not super easy, right? So I'm going to be hopefully you are super braced and protecting your spine on the way up the wall. On the way down, maybe you can get a little breath, but I mean, you got to think the descent's going to be fast. All the work's going to be on the way up. Hopefully the descent's fast. I imagine it'll get faster as you go, but that's going to be the hardest part to breathe and where most of your time is going to be spent. And then what? You have to go to the rope where it's really hard to breathe anyway. So I would definitely get your heart rate up, jack it up. My favorite warm up is 3-4, 200-meter row, build to a sprint. Just really jack your heart rate almost unreasonably. Let it cool down, get into your specific stuff. Make sure you're active in the big movers, your backside of your shoulder, your core. You have the groove kind of greased before you start, knowing what your steps are going to be and kind of have your game plan and your attack in your mind. And that's what you're going with. And you are prepared and not surprised.
Well, thanks a ton, Dex, for jumping on with us tonight. We're going to do it again next week. Having another blast. I love the commentary. Everybody was super funny tonight. This was a blast, and here we are. We're back in the open.
We are.
It's been a long
Here we go.
wait, and here we go.
Cool.
So
All right,
good luck,
good luck,
everyone
guys.
out there, and get some good scores.
Don't
We'll see you
forget to
next
get
time.
your RX Smart Gear rope.
Ooh, mine gets here Tuesday.
RX Smart Gear, Clydesdale 15% off everything in the store.
All right.
Check it out. All right,
See you guys.
here we
Yeah.
go.
Ready to go.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.